This is Dusty Vinyl Radio.
No sanctuary out here. You gotta make your own peace.
No safety net when you walk these tracks. Gotta keep your eyes on the front and back. Heavyweight flow like an iron beam, waking everybody from a fake street dream. Dark beyond loop, echoing through the night. Standing on the curb in the dim street light. No sanctuary for the weak of heart. Gotta play your position right from the start. Solid baritone cutting through the dark, leaving on the record an authentic mark. Never folded under pressure, never backed away. Living for the hustle of another day. There's no sanctuary in the dark city streets. Just the raw truth and the boom bap beats. Hold your ground solid, never take a knee. Living out the real street destiny. There's no sanctuary in the dark city streets. Just the raw truth and the boom bap beats. Hold your ground solid, never take a knee. Living out the real street destiny. Rappers talk big, but they soft inside. We bring the realness on a heavy ride. Dirty drum loops straight off the tape. No fake frontin', no easy escape. Written in the basement under low wattage ball. Problems of the block that we gotta solve. Deep bass knocking through the floorboard wood. Keeping it official in the neighborhood. Stand like a wall when the storm clouds gather. Actions on the streets are the only things that matter. There's no sanctuary in the dark city streets. Just the raw truth and the boom bap beats. Hold your ground solid, never take a knee. Living out the real street destiny. There's no sanctuary in the dark city streets. Just the raw truth and the boom bap beats. Hold your ground solid, never take a knee. Living out the real street destiny. No sanctuary. No sanctuary. Only resilience. Dusty Vinyl Radio.
Asphalt and Echoes. Every footstep reverberates. Footsteps echoing against the dark wall. Walking through the alley where the shadows tall. Dark piano stabs hitting real precise. Living on the edge of the street ice. Deep baritone voice, heavy and controlled. Tales of the neighborhood gotta be told. Gritty MPC drums knocking out the frame. Never compromise for the corporate game. Asphalt beneath my boots cold and hard. Guarding over the hood like a night guard. Keep your eyes open, keep your head upright. Stepping through the chaos of the city night. Asphalt and echoes, dark street sound. Echoing deep through the underground. Heavy sub bass, knocking real deep. Watching over the block while the weak ones sleep. Asphalt and echoes, dark street sound. Echoing deep through the underground. Heavy sub bass, knocking real deep. Watching over the block while the weak ones sleep. Every single echo is a story saved. Walking on a path that the real ones paved. Gravity delivery, solid and slow. Watching how the street light currents flow. No cheap gimmicks, just authentic weight. Stepping through the heavy dark iron gate. Heavyweight poetry straight from the block. Solid as the foundation of a harbor dock. Keep the realness live, keep the culture pure. Only the authentic hip hop will endure. Asphalt and echoes, dark street sound. Echoing deep through the underground. Heavy sub bass, knocking real deep. Watching over the block while the weak ones sleep. Asphalt and echoes, dark street sound. Echoing deep through the underground. Heavy sub bass, knocking real deep. Watching over the block while the weak ones sleep. Asphalt and echoes. Hear the truth.
Down a corridor of glass and stone, looking at reflections that I've always known. Past mistakes staring from the dark side pain, trying to find a shelter from the mental rain. Hear violin looping in my head. about the heavy words my OG said. Deep baritone voice, calm and clear, navigating smooth through the street fear. No fake fronts, look me in the eye. Truth stays standing while delusions die. Got the boom bap rhythm kicking real hard, playing every hand from a dark deck card. Corridor of mirrors, dark city streets, reflecting every truth in the boom bap beats. Hold your head steady, look straight ahead, walking on the path where the solid tread. Every street corner got a mirror view, showing what the dark struggle brought us through. Never lose your sanity, never lose your grip, even when the heavy dark days slip. Gravelly delivery, heavy and slow, watching how the psychological rivers flow. No commercial fluff, just a raw dark mind, leaving all the petty street drama behind. Heavy sub bass shaking up the floor, this is what we stepped on the pavement for. Corridor of mirrors, dark city streets, reflecting every truth in the boom bap beats. Hold your head steady, look straight ahead, walking on the path where the solid tread. Know yourself. The asphalt jungle. Only the strong survive this pavement. Concrete beneath my boots, sky painted gray, living through the madness of another hard day. Tough street tactics, gotta stay aware. Cold wind biting through the heavy night air. Speakers in the trunk making windows vibrate. Stepping on the gas, never running late. Dark alleyways where the hustlers chill. Gotta keep it moving up the steep dark hill. Words like iron, rhythm like lead. Remember every single wise word that was said. Jungle mentality, eyes on the prize. Truth stays solid while the fake story dies. Asphalt jungle, wild and deep, watching every corner while the weak ones sleep. Heavy street rhythm, raw to the core, this is what the golden era stood for. Asphalt jungle, wild and deep, watching every corner while the weak ones sleep. Heavy street rhythm, raw to the core, this is what the golden era stood for. Boots on the pavement, shadow on the wall, standing like a fortress that will never fall. Pure boom bap with a hardcore punch, turning all the haters into Sunday lunch. Got the low baritone voice on the track, never look sideways, never turn back. Riding through the city with the crew in row, heavy bass knocking everywhere we go. Original sound, no fake disguise, looking at the world through mature dark eyes. Asphalt jungle, wild and deep, watching every corner while the weak ones sleep. Heavy street rhythm, raw to the core, this is what the golden era stood for. Asphalt jungle, wild and deep, watching every corner while the weak ones sleep. Heavy street rhythm, raw to the core, this is what the golden era stood for. Asphalt jungle. Respect the game.
Old factory chimney standing in the gray, hustling real hard at the end of the day. Gritty sack sample looping through the fog, walking through the city like a battle dog. Deep baritone voice, heavy and precise, never paid for the same street mistake twice. Raw dusty drums knocking out the beat, echoing down the old industrial street. No bright lights, just the rust and smoke, speaking for the real hard-working hood folk. Keep your hands tough, keep your heart real warm, surviving through the cold industrial storm. Rust belt hustle, grinding through the grade, working for the future of a better day. Heavy sub bass, knocking through the ground, real street poetry, raw and profound. Rust belt hustle, grinding through the grade, working for the future of a better day. Heavy sub bass, knocking through the ground. delivery, relaxed and firm. Living through the pressure of a long term. No fake posturing, just authentic grit. Every single line is a perfect fit. Heavyweight sound straight out of the dark, leaving on the rust an eternal mark. Keep your chin up high, keep your posture straight. Stepping through the heavy dark iron gate. Rust belt hustle, grinding through the gray. Working for the future of a better day. Heavy sub bass, knocking through the ground. Real street poetry, raw and profound. Rust belt hustle, grinding through the gray. Working for the future of a better day. Heavy sub bass, knocking through the ground. Real street poetry, raw and profound.
Boulevard in my blood, rising up clean from the city mud. Got the heavy baritone, knock your head back. Cruising real smooth on a dark street track. Heavy brass blowing like a warning horn. This is where the golden era sound was born. No commercial fluff, just the raw street sound. Roots running deep underneath the ground. Counting up my blessings and my heavy scars. Writing down poetry underneath the stars. City is a matrix made of concrete grid. Doing what the old school legends did. Iron and Boulevard, heavy street code. Walking down a long and dusty road. Keep your chin up and your shoulder square. Hardcore realness in the midnight air. Heavy street code. Walking down the long, dusty road. Keep your chin up and your shoulder square. Hardcore realness in the midnight air. Tough like leather, solid like oak. Speaking to the people who are real hood folk. Every single stanza got a heavy weight. Early morning grind to the evening late. Baseline heavy, make the mirror shake. Avoiding all the traps that the snakes make. Pure hip hop from the golden age. Turning every chapter of the street life page. Keep the mic hot and the mind real sharp. Playing street music like a dark iron harp. Iron and Boulevard, heavy street code. Walking down the long and dusty road. Keep your chin up and your shoulders square. Hardcore realness in the midnight air. Heavy street code. Walking down the long, dusty road. Keep your chin up and your shoulders square. Hardcore realness in the midnight air.
Stab, fade out of flammable.
Solid fire.
Drive through the dark city.
Cruising down the highway at midnight speed. Focused on the vision and the family need. Deep bass synths in, humming down the lane. Navigating smooth through the street pain. Dark piano accents hitting real tight. Guided by the rhythm of the city night. Marriage on delivery, calm and controlled. Tales of the avenue that need to be told. No rush, no panic, just a steady pace. Winning every lap in the marathon race. Keep your hands steady on the steering wheel. Staying connected to the way that we feel. Riding on the Midnight Express tonight.
Underneath the highways, overhead light. Heavy bass knocking while the wheels turn slow. Taking the realness everywhere we go. Riding on the Midnight Express tonight. Underneath the highways, overhead light. Heavy bass knocking while the wheels turn slow. Taking the realness everywhere we go. Tinted rear window, dark interior. No fake rapper is my superior. Gravelly voice over crisp vinyl snare. Cold night breeze blowing through my hair. Original mindset locked in gear. Moving through the madness without any fear. Heavyweight poetry straight from the block. Solid as the foundation of a sea dock. Keep the vibe riding till the break of day. Paving out a clear and authentic way. Riding on the Midnight Express tonight. Underneath the highways, overhead light. Heavy bass knocking while the wheels turn slow. Taking the realness everywhere we go. Riding on the Midnight Express tonight. Underneath the highways, overhead light. Heavy bass knocking while the wheels turn slow. Taking the realness everywhere we go. Midnight Express. Smooth arrival. Midnight Meridian. Crossing the border of the night.
Crossing the Meridian at 12 o'clock. Driving real slow past the quiet block. Smooth scent bass humming deep and warm. Navigating calm through the city storm. Call the Carly Bros, piano playing soft. Holding my ambition real high aloft. Mare June delivery, relaxed and chill. Riding through the avenue, up the hill. Crips vinyl snare snapping real clean. Coolest night ride that you ever seen. No fake stress, just a smooth night glide. Keeping my loyalty right by my side.
The Midnight Meridian, riding low. Watching how the night street lights glow. Heavy bass knocking while the broken plays. Tales of the avenue and better days.
Window rolled down, breathing cold night air. Moving through the city without any care. Gravelly voice over smooth G-funk loop. Solid on the block with my loyal group. Original rhythm straight out of 95. Feeling real blessed just to be alive. Heavyweight mind and a heavy chest. Putting all the fake ones on the final rest. Keep the engine smooth, keep the tempo steady. When the dawn comes, best believe I'm ready.
At the Midnight Meridian, riding low. Watching how the night street lights glow. Heavy bass knocking while the poetry plays. Tales of the avenue and better days. Midnight Meridian.
No sanctuary out here. You gotta make your own peace.
No safety net when you walk these tracks. Gotta keep your eyes on the front and back. Heavyweight flow like an iron beam. Waking everybody from a fake street dream. Dark piano loop echoing through the night. Standing on the curb in the dim street light. No sanctuary for the weak of heart. Gotta play your position right from the start. Solid baritone cutting through the dark. Leaving on the record an authentic mark. Never folded under pressure, never backed away. Living for the hustle of another day. There's no sanctuary in the dark city streets. Just the raw truth and the boom bap beats. Hold your ground solid, never take a knee. Living out the real street destiny. Rappers talk big, but they soft inside. We bring the realness on a heavy ride. Dirty drum loop straight off the tape. No fake frontin', no easy escape. Written in the basement under low wattage bulb.
rock that we gotta solve. Deep bass knocking through the floorboard wood, keeping it official in the neighborhood. Stand like a wall when the storm clouds gather. Actions on the streets are the only things that matter. There's no sanctuary in the dark city streets, just the raw truth and the boom bap beats. Hold your ground solid, never take a knee, living out the real street destiny.
No sanctuary, only resilience. Dusty vinyl radio. Vendetta Code. Principles before everything.
Code of the streets written deep in stone. Walking through the valley of the dark alone. Aggressive piano hitting real precise. Never paid the same street debt twice. Deep baritone with a steady pace flow. Heavyweight mind where the dark thoughts grow. Standing on the corner in a leather coat, writing down the truth in a dark notebook. Vendetta Code, keeping your words sacred. Navigating smooth through the street hatred. Never back down from a tough square fight. Standing like a shadow in the pale moonlight. This is the Vendetta Code we keep, watching over the block while the city sleep. Heavy street rhythm, solid to the bone, built from the concrete made of stone. Rappers talk loud but they got no spine. We bring the realness every single line. Each drum loops knocking out the box, solid as the granite on the harbor rocks. No fake posturing, no cheap tricks, building up the legacy brick by brick. Gravelly voice with a laid back chill, standing right top of the street hill. Respect the code or get stepped aside, riding through the city on a heavy ride. This is the Vendetta Code we keep, watching over the block while the city sleep. Heavy street rhythm, solid to the bone, built from the concrete made of stone. Vendetta Code. Respect is non-negotiable.
Golden era legacy, 30 tracks of pure underground truth, dusty vinyl radio style.
30 chapters written in the dark street ink, standing on the edge of the golden era brink. Triumphant brass horns blowing real proud, speaking out a truth to the heavy crowd. Deep baritone voice, gravelly and deep, promises of honor that will always keep. Heavy MPC drums knocking out the frame, staying true and loyal to the golden game. No fake commercial fluff, just pure street art, crafted from the center of a solid heart. Keep your head high, keep your mind real sharp, playing street rhythms on an iron heart.
This is the golden era, legacy we leave. Real street poetry that you can believe. Heavy sub bass knocking through the floor. Dusty vinyl radio forevermore. Concrete stoop to the dark subway line. Every single track is a master dark design. Gravelly delivery, confident and chill, standing top of the underground hip-hop hill. No auto-tune gimmicks, just authentic flow, taking the realness everywhere we go. Heavyweight sound that will never die out. This is what real gangsta rap is about. Keep the tape spinning, keep the vinyl deck clear, echoing the realness year after year. This is the golden era, legacy we leave. Real street poetry that you can believe. Heavy sub bass knocking through the floor. Dusty vinyl radio forevermore.
legacy. 30 tracks of pure underground truth. Dusty vinyl radio. Peace out to the streets.
Strikes two, tinted windows roll down, looking at the view. Smoke rising slow from the window slot, rolling through the block where the asphalt hot. Heavy set bass shaking down the side door. Everything we do is for the hardcore floor. Real street hustle without the glitz and glamour. Words hit heavy like a blacksmith hammer. Old school mentality, steady on the wheel. Focused on the vision and the way that we feel. Dark neighborhood under midnight skies. Truth stays clear when you look in my eyes. Midnight cartel, riding through the dark, leaving on the asphalt an indelible mark. Slow beat knocking while the bass line swell. Tales from the avenue we live to tell. Midnight cartel, riding through the dark, leaving on the asphalt an indelible mark. Slow beat knocking while the bass line swell. Tales from the avenue we live to tell. Rims turning slow under street lamp glow. Got the cold baritone with a steady pace flow. Every block we pass got a memory saved. Walking on the path that the legends paved. Never compromise, never bend your knee. Keeping it authentic as a man can be. From the dark alleyways to the highway lane. Navigating smooth through the pressure and pain. Got the golden era spirit locked deep inside. Sit back, relax, take a heavy night ride. Midnight cartel, riding through the dark, leaving on the asphalt an indelible mark. Slow beat knocking while the bass line swell. Tales from the avenue we live to tell. Midnight cartel, riding through the dark, leaving on the asphalt an indelible mark. Slow beat knocking while the bass line swell. Tales from the avenue we live to tell. Midnight cartel. Stay laid back.
Tarnished brass. Old glory. Hard-earned respect. Tarnished brass, shining in the dim light, living through the struggle of another night. Dark horn stabs, echoing real loud, standing out clear from the average crowd. Deep baritone voice, heavy and precise, never paid for the same mistake twice. Hard hitting drums, knocking out the frame, staying true and loyal to the golden game. No modern plastic, just pure brass horn. This is where the real street style was born. Keep your eyes open, keep your head upright, cruising through the city in the dark midnight. Tarnished brass, solid through the years, surviving through the laughter and the street tears. Heavyweight rhythm, raw to the core. This is what the golden era stood for. Old school mentality, modern street vision, executing every single move with precision. Gravity delivery, relaxed and deep. Promises of honor that I gotta keep. Heavy sub bass, shaking up the ground. Best believe we got the realest street sound. Never back down, stand like a tower, reclaiming the real hip-hop power. Tales from the corner that will never fade, written with the edge of a razor blade. Tarnished brass, solid through the years, surviving through the laughter and the street tears. Heavyweight rhythm, raw to the core. This is what the golden era stood for. Whoa. Tarnished brass, unpolished, confection, perfection.
Quiet on the block and the temperature drops. Eyes on the lookout for the underbook cops. Smoky basement, where the real ones write. I am Mike warm in the cold urban night. Got the heavy baritone cut through the air. Gritty street poetry, raw and sincere. Never ran from trouble, stood solid on the curb. Action speaks louder than a million cheap words. Writing on the wall like a timeless design. Cross another border, step across the line. City never sleeps, just rolls in its sleep. Promises we make are the promises we keep.
Living in the shadows of Queens tonight, guided by the neon and the flickering light. Heavyweight sound from the dark avenue, staying true to the code and the real ones know.
Kicks hit hard like a hammer to the chest. Golden era rhythm, yeah, we put it to the test. Walking down the boulevard, hood pulled low. Watching how the cold midnight currents flow. Every scar got a story, every corner got a price. Playing through the winter on a thin sheet of ice. Keep your head focused, never lose your grip. Tight on the wheel as the heavy days slip. Original rhythm straight out of the dark. Leaving on the pavement eternal mark.
Living in the shadows of Queens tonight, guided by the neon and the flickering light. Heavyweight sound from the dark avenue, staying true to the code and the real ones know. And the real ones know. And the real ones know.
Shadows of Queens.
Late night confessions to the brick wall. Ain't nobody else listening anyway.
Staring at the brick wall, writing out my thoughts. Counting up the battles that my brothers fought. Scars on the heart that the eyes can't see. Trying to find a way to set the mind free. Rain dripping down from the rusty pipe. Waiting for the moment when the time is right. Dark underground where the truth resides. Behind the cold curtain where the real man hides. Baritone flow over warm Hogs keys. Carried on the whisper of a cold night breeze. Nothing fake here, just the real life stress. Cleaning up the mind from the city mess. Brick wall confessions in the dark night hour. Finding in the struggle an eternal power. Heavy street tales over dusty drum loops. Solid on the block with the loyal groups. Brick wall confessions in the dark night hour. Finding in the struggle an eternal power. Heavy street tales over dusty drum loops. Solid on the block with the loyal groups. Every line written with a heavy heart. Crafting street art right from the start. Never chased clout, never chased the fame. Just kept it solid in the golden game. Vinyl crackle humming in the quiet space. Pacing back and forth in a tight small place. Lessons from the pavement, wisdom from the dirt. Wearing my honor like a heavy wool shirt. Keeping my head high, staying on the grind. Leaving all the petty dark thoughts behind. Brick wall confessions in the dark night hour. Finding in the struggle an eternal power. Heavy street tales over dusty drum loops. Solid on the block with the loyal groups. Brick wall confessions in the dark night hour. Finding in the struggle an eternal power. Heavy street tales over dusty drum loops. Solid on the block with the loyal groups. Keep your head up. Brick wall confessions.
Inside the mind of the street poet.
Inside the dark chamber where the thoughts reside. No fake illusions, nowhere to hide. Harness and loop playing low and deep. Guarding over secrets that I gotta keep. Legends or delivery, gravity and calm. Carrying the street code like a healing bomb. Heavy boom bap kick hitting your chest. Putting all the street tales to the test. No corporate fluff, just a raw dark mind. Leaving all the petty street noise behind.
Keep your soul solid, keep your mind alert. Surviving through the dark city street dirt. In the dark chamber, writing out the truth. Passing down the wisdom to the street youth. Heavy sub bass knocking real deep and slow. Tales from the place where the real ones grow. In the dark chamber, writing out the truth. Passing down the wisdom to the street youth. Heavy sub bass knocking real deep and slow. Tales from the place where the real ones grow. Candlelight flickering on the wooden desk. Crafting street poetry, raw and grotesque. Gravelly voice over heavy vinyl snare. Cold night air blowing through my hair. Original mindset locked in the frame. Staying true and loyal to the golden game. Heavyweight sound straight out of 94. This is what we step through the dark door. Keep the fire burning, keep the vision clear. Navigating smooth through another year. In the dark chamber, writing out the truth. Passing down the wisdom to the street youth. Heavy sub bass knocking real deep and slow. Tales from the place where the real ones grow.
Dark chamber.
Trapped in a blind alley, nowhere to turn. Lessons of the street life that you gotta learn. Eerie trumpet blowing in the dark alleyway. Living for the hustle of another day. Deep baritone voice, relaxed and calm. Carrying the street code like a holy psalm. Crisp vinyl snare snapping out the box. Solid as the iron on the harbor locks. Never panic when the dark wall appears. Conquering the street life through the long years. Got the golden era rhythm in my bloodstream. Living out the real street dream. In the blind alley looking for the light. Standing real solid in the dark night. Heavy bass knocking while the trumpet blows. Tales from the place where the concrete grows. No dead ends for a minor shop. Playing street rhythms on an iron harp. Gravelly delivery, heavy and slow. Watching how the midnight currents flow. Every brick wall is a challenge set. Best believe the real ones ain't finished yet. Keep your chin up high, keep your posture straight. Stepping through the heavy dark iron gate. Original sound straight out of the dark. Leaving on the asphalt a permanent mark. In the blind alley looking for the light. Standing real solid in the dark night. Heavy bass knocking while the trumpet blows. Tales from the place where the concrete grows. Blind alley, never trapped.
Stone, street, communication.
Barbed wire fence around the empty lot. Standing on a stone where the sun hits hot. Dark guitar riff looping through the dark. Leaving on the avenue an authentic mark. Got the low baritone voice calm and slow. Riding through the city where the cold winds blow. Dusty MPC drums kicking real tight. Garden over hood in the dark midnight. No fake tales, just a raw street wire. Keeping my ambition burning like a fire. Solid as a stone that we walk upon. Hustling real hard till the dark is gone.
Between the wire and the heavy stone. Living out the street life all on my own. Deep bass knocking through the cold night air. Real street poetry, raw and sincere.
Messages sent through the neighborhood line. Reading every subtle little street sign. Never compromise, never lose your heart. Craft the street hip-hop like a piece of art. Gravelly delivery, heavy and clean. Realest street vision that you ever seen. Keep your brother safe, keep your vision clear. Navigating smooth through another year. Heavyweight sound from the golden age. Turning every single dark street page.
Between the wire and the heavy stone. Living out the street life all on my own. Deep bass knocking through the cold night air. Real street poetry, raw and sincere.
hustle regardless of the weather.
Freezing cold wind coming off the bay, hustling on the corner at the end of the day. Heavy coat zip to the top of my chin, counting every victory deep within. Those trumpets blaring through the fog, walking through the city like a battle-tested dog. Baseline heavy like a ship at dock, standing like a pillar on the frozen block. No half-stepping when the temperature drops, moving real quiet past the neighborhood cops. Original story from the cold front line, everything I drop is a dark design. Cold harbor hustle, freezing on the pier, moving with precision without any fear. Heavy street baritone, solid as steel, tales from the waterfront that remain real. Snow falling light on the asphalt street, rhythm of the hustle to the boom bap beat. Hands in my pocket holding on to my dream. Things ain't as simple as they really seem. Got the cold delivery, sharp and precise, navigating daily over slippery ice. Loyalty is royalty, that's the only rule. Living by the wisdom from the old school. Harbor lights glowing through the thick white mist, another cold chapter on the bucket list. Cold harbor hustle, freezing on the pier, moving with precision without any fear. Heavy street baritone, solid as steel, tales from the waterfront that remain real.
Rust and iron, we don't break, we just weather. Rust on the gate, iron in the soul, taking back the street life, taking full control. Heavy piano chords hitting real dark, leaving on the pavement an indelible mark. Metallic snare snapping through the freezing air, gravelly delivery, raw and sincere. Never bent my knee to a fake street king, listening to the song that the dark streets sing. Deep baritone voice, relaxed and firm, living through the pressure of a long foot term. No shiny chains needed just to prove my worth, solid as the granite in the dark cold earth. Rust and iron, built from the street, standing real solid to the boom bap beat. Heavyweight mind and a heavy chest, putting all the street codes to the test. Old industrial zone where the factories died, walking through the alley with my crew beside. Every rusty pipe got a story saved, walking on the roads that the elders paved. No quick shortcuts to the real respect, everything we write got a deep effect. Heavy sub-bass vibrating the block, solid as a mountain, steady as a rock. Keep your eyes sharp and your hands real tough, surviving when the ocean water gets real rough. Rust and iron, built from the street, standing real solid to the boom bap beat. Heavyweight mind and a heavy chest, putting all the street codes to the test. Rust and iron, built to last.
Concrete cathedral, the street is our sanctuary.
Stained glass windows of the city block, Kiri pipe organ looping over rock. Standing in the center of the dark avenue, preaching to the real ones, staying true blue. Lodge on the livery, deep and serene, realest street cathedral that you ever seen. Heavy boom bap drums hitting like a bell, stories from the block that we live to tell. No fake preaching, just the raw street song. Standing in the storm, real steady and calm. Keep your soul pure, keep your vision clear, living out the street life year after year. In the concrete cathedral late at night, guided by the neon and the moonlight. Heavy sub-bass knocking through the floor, this is what we step through the iron door. Pavement is the altar where we pay our dues, walking through the city in our worn out shoes. Gravelly delivery, heavy and slow, watching how the spiritual currents flow. No corporate church, just a dark alleyway, living for the hustle of another day. Heavyweight poetry written on the wall, standing like a sanctuary tall and small. Keep
keep the faith strong in the street community, building up the neighborhood with real unity.
In the concrete cathedral late at night, guided by the neon and the moonlight. Heavy sub bass knocking through the floor. This is what we step through the iron door. Concrete cathedral, amen to the street.
Harlem Fog rolling in. Thick atmosphere tonight. Thick fog rolling down the avenue, hiding all the shadows from the public view. Smooth Fergus pianos playing soft and deep, watching over the city while the people sleep. Metal tone delivery, gravelly and low, riding through Harlem with a laid-back flow. Heavy kick drum hitting real precise, living on the edge of the winter ice. No cheap talk, just authentic weight, stepping out the house through the front iron gate. Keep your head focused on the long-term goal, preserving the integrity of your soul. In the Harlem Fog, moving real slow, guided by the street lamps' yellow glow. Heavy sub bass, knocking through the night, standing real solid till the morning light. Smoke rising slow from the manhole cover, loving the street life like a dark lover. Dusty vinyl crackle, humming on the track, bringing the authentic 90s vibe back. Gravelly voice with a calm demeanor, making the street picture much clearer. Never sold out, kept the standard high, underneath the misty dark city sky. Tales of the block that will always stand, built by the power of a solid hand. In the Harlem Fog, moving real slow, guided by the street lamps' yellow glow. Heavy sub bass, knocking through the night, standing real solid till the morning light. Harlem Fog, stay clear out there.
Project Lullaby. Sirens in the distance, singing us to sleep. Sirens in the distance, act like a lullaby. Looking at the dark project buildings high, steam rising up from the street grid gray. Hustling real hard till the hours late. Nanny calling synth playing soft and low. Narrator voice with a relaxed flow. Concrete hallways, peeling wall paint. In the dark city, ain't nobody a saint. Got the heavy kick drum hitting your chest, putting all the street tales to the final test. Keep your family safe, keep your brothers close, remembering the ones that we love the most. This is the Project Lullaby tonight, underneath the warm yellow street lamp light. Heavy street baritone, calm and deep, guarding the block while the children sleep. Elevator broken, gotta take the stairs, carrying the weight of a million cares. Dark housing block, standing tall and proud, speaking out my truth to the quiet crowd. No cheap gimmicks, just authentic pain, turning every setback into street gain. Gravelly delivery, steady as a clock, walking down the center of the project block. Golden era rhythm that'll always stand, built by the labor of a heavy hand. This is the Project Lullaby tonight, underneath the warm yellow street lamp light. Heavy street baritone, calm and deep, guarding the block while the children sleep. Project Lullaby. Light. Coulda block, coulda block, coulda block, coulda block.
Piano loop over heavy vinyl crackle. Heavy footsteps on cold pavement. Distant police siren.
these brick corners. 94 energy, real street dynasty. Listen close.
Walking through the alley with the street lights die. Shadows on the pavement under cloudy skies. Cold wind blowing, got my collar pulled high. Counting every footstep as the world goes by. Living in the concrete, building up a name. Never sold my soul just to play this dirty game. Corner store hanging with the crew late night. Steam from the sewer under dim neon light. Got the heavy bass thumping out the trunk of the ride. Street code sacred, keeping realness inside. Every single paragraph a chapter of the block. Time keeps moving like the tick of the clock. Born in the shadows where the concrete grows. Nothing comes easy, that's the way the story goes.
This is the concrete dynasty built from the stone. Walking down these heavy streets all on my own. Got the street spirit locked deep in my vein. Rising from the dark, surviving through the pain. Yeah, yeah. Concrete dynasty, standard of the block. Legend of the corner that will never
Dusty vinyl spinning on a worn out deck. Respect is earned, you don't demand respect. Tough hands hustling through the freezing cold rain. Turning every loss into a long-term gain. Sitting on the stoop watching cabs roll past. Knowing that the weak ones never gonna last. Got a notebook full of dark city tales. Sailing through the storm with some tattered old sails. Deep voice echoing against the brick walls. Standing tall and solid when the winter rain falls. No fake promises, no shiny plastic crowns. Just the realest sound coming straight from downtown.
This is the concrete dynasty built from the stone. Walking down these heavy streets all on my own. Got the street spirit locked deep in my veins. Rising from the dark, surviving through the pain. Yeah. Concrete dynasty, standard of the block. Legend of the corner that will never stop.
Never forget where the roots lie. Concrete dynasty, dusty vinyl radio style. Fade to black.
Ironclad Loyalty. Unbreakable bond.
Loyalty is ironclad, never gonna break. Solid in a world full of snake and fake. Dark, heavy cello looping real slow. Deep baritone voice with a laid-back flow. Hard NBC drums knocking out the frame. Playing for honor, not for cheap fame. Standing by my brothers through the storm and rain. Sharing every victory and every pain. No backstabbing, no snake in the grass. Built out of iron, not out of the glass. Keep your words sacred, hold your head high. Underneath the heavy dark winter sky. Ironclad loyalty, solid as a rock. Guarding over the family and the block. Heavyweight rhythm, raw to the core. This is what the real street code is for. Rappers trade honor for a fast dollar bill. We stay grounded on the dark street hill. Gravity delivery, precise and deep. Promises of brotherhood that I gotta keep. Heavy sub bass, shaking up the room. Clearing out the dark street in the gloom. Never fold under pressure, never walk back. Staying real solid on the boom bap track. Original realness straight out of the dark. Leaving on the culture a glowing mark. Ironclad loyalty, solid as a rock. Guarding over the family and the block. Heavyweight rhythm, raw to the core. This is what the real street code is for. Ironclad loyalty.